Well, hey everybody, live from the Kesterson office here in Fort Dodge, Iowa. It's just me today. I have not seen Jeremiah. Have no idea what happened to him, but
I stole him.
oh look, it's the Grinch. We got the Grinch here today on Talk Fort Dodge. Look at this,
But humbug.
bah humbug, the mean one.
I'm gonna steal all these presents.
He got them all. Oh, maybe we can find Jeremiah here in a minute.
Merry Christmas, people.
Green glasses and all today. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thought we'd have a little fun this morning on a Christmas edition of Talk Fort Dodge.
We love Christmas.
Are you ready for Christmas?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
All your presents bought, house is decorated, lights are on.
We decorate way too early.
Yeah.
We're like that. Those people that go like super crazy. Both Jenny and I are both like Christmas fanatics. Like we don't buy anything all year long, and then we just go crazy for each other and for the kids and everything at Christmas.
Joyce and I don't get ourselves a whole lot. We're going on a trip this year, so we're going to be out of town for a few days. That'll be fun. But yeah, inside. So for years, we had the big Christmas tree. We set it up. We did all that stuff. And then we got a cat. And now we have a Christmas tree this tall. And he keeps stealing all the bows off of it. They're all over the house. All of a sudden, I'll hear Joyce start yelling at the cat beside me, like, get away from the tree. And suddenly the cat jumps down. He's got a little red bow in his mouth, and he's running across the house playing with it. So Oliver's our anti-tree cat. So we have a 2-foot tall Christmas tree. We used to have, the 6-7 foot tree. It was huge, presents everywhere. And now we have a little baby tree until Oliver quits getting in the tree.
I just saw another Facebook post of a family that showed their tree that there's no bulbs or anything up to about 3 feet.
Yep. Now he would climb it. I got pictures of him climbing, sitting in the middle of the tree, and the tree just looks terrible because all the branches. We always get fake ones. All the branches are pushed down. It just looks terrible. So we're the worst grandparents in the world because we don't have a big tree with presents under it. But they're getting plenty of presents. Trust me. Grandkids are the best.
Well, you're kind of in a different stage with grandkids, but do you have any traditions that you remember as a kid that you loved?
Yeah, so when Santa Claus came, Nate and I each had a chair with our presents in it. So Santa didn't have to wrap the presents. So one would have mom's chair, one would have dad's chair, and you'd come downstairs and there'd be a whole chair full of presents, and they'd all be stacked up there. So we'd each have our own spot when Santa came and dropped them off. So that was kind of cool.
My dad always read me out of this Norman Rockwell book. Mm-hmm. And by the time I grew up and had kids, I pulled that book out and it had just been so destroyed. And I think it was Samantha's second Christmas. Jenny found that exact book on eBay.
Really?
Yeah. And this is something that hasn't been published since like the 70s or 80s.
That's kind of cool.
And
so now you read it to the kids?
I do. And like last night I just laid there and read. And it's got like Christian stories and Christmas stories and how St. Nicholas became Santa Claus. And it's like the cutest book, but it's also got the singing.
So you sang songs too?
Yes.
You're going to sing us a song today?
No, because my wife made me do Silent Night last night.
Really?
Yeah, and I had no tune, and the entire family was making fun of me. So I guess that's a new Christmas tradition, is make fun of Jeremiah singing Silent Night.
I'll give them the login so they can play it next year on Talk Fort Dodge. Don't let Jeremiah have the karaoke mic.
That might go viral.
That's awesome.
And your kids are too old for Elf on the Shelf, I'm sure.
We didn't do that, no.
Because we have Una, and then Una's reindeer came. That was Charlie. And so Una comes every single night, goes back to North Pole, comes back, and watches the kids.
Nice.
She teepeed our tree one time.
Are they good now?
Una's pretty good. But in the years past, she's done some naughty stuff.
Really? Like what?
Well, this year she had a whole meeting with the Barbies. Oh, and she came in a balloon one time that was in our room.
Yeah.
And Isaac, my youngest, knocked her out of the thing, and you're not supposed to touch Una.
Right.
Well, the kids all said they saw it. He never touched her. He only touched the balloon. Well, Una just laid on our floor until the next morning. You know what?
What?
Una came back with crutches and a broken leg the next day. I took pictures, so watch me on my Facebook after Christmas. I think I'm going to post the whole Christmas season of how Una and Charlie did.
Yeah. We just had Santa Claus on the day of, and Santa always came, even though he should have missed a couple of years with the youngest one. Hope she watches this.
I know. Sometimes I don't think Una watches my little boys very well, because if they lost a present every single time they did something,
they'd have no
it'd be a
presents.
very
They'd owe you 10
lonely
presents.
Christmas day.
Dad's getting a new car. Oh, so yeah, Christmas is fun. I mean, we get together on Christmas Eve with most of the kids, all the kids, my mom's side. They actually all make it most of the time now that they're old. So my kids are 22, 24, 22, 25, 27, and 29 with grandkids. So, to have them all close and have them all come home is pretty cool. So we see them every Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, they go do what they do. And it's kind of fun. And you're in a whole different stage where they just live with you. So they're there every day.
And like in our household, magic is everything. Like the whole season is magical. Like the elf, Santa Claus. And it was really cute because Jenny and I are both like crazy at Christmas. This is our holiday. This is what we love to do.
Yep.
And hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony. Oh, here, just so everybody knows, he had to tell me I'm getting old. I appreciate that. We're the same age. You're older than me.
And we were watching Christmas Chronicles. Have you watched Christmas Chronicles? You need to watch it.
All right.
It's Kurt Russell's Santa Claus.
Oh, I've seen pieces of it. I don't think we've seen
It's
the whole
so
thing.
good. But he talks about how he's from a long line of believers.
Mm-hmm.
And so we told the kids, it's like, oh my gosh, you guys are too. You're from a long line of believers. And it's like really cute because Samantha's like, oh my gosh, so we believe in everything. It's like all the magic.
All
real. It's all fun.
And there's something to be said for that. There's Christmas magic out there. It's that time of year. Did put a post up the other day, and just a more somber discussion point is a lot of people go through a lot of depression at Christmas. So make sure you're reaching out to all the people that, maybe Christmas isn't a great time of year, but to say, hey, I'm thinking about you, and maybe, just make sure they're getting people through the holidays. It can be a tough time.
Yeah.
So
I was just at physical therapy, and the lady asked this other lady if she had everything planned for Christmas, and she said her husband has passed and she had no kids, so she had no plans.
Yeah.
And my heart just like,
did you invite her to Christmas?
No.
I would have. My wife hates it, but I invite everybody. We have, I think, 3 extra people coming to Christmas.
She'll be there for the next 45 minutes. You can run back there.
I can get back there. She's welcome to come over. No, that's awesome. But we just wanted to put out one more Christmas message, just to say thanks, everybody. It's been a good year, but we'll talk more about that next week. Merry Christmas from both of us and the Grinch.
Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.